One of the biggest stories this week was that Cracker Barrel had reimagined their logo and completely made over the look of all their restaurants. Now, this was part of a PE-backed rebranding effort, and of course, it was driven by this lady who looks a little bit like Mark Cuban and Rachel Maddow. Over the last month, the price of the stock is down 32% and 15% on this bad news day. However, this is after the stock had gone up about 100% since April. This is a stock that I've been tracking throughout the year, waiting for an opportunity to buy. This chart pattern is my bread and butter pattern, and it's important to know that news events like this feel a lot like worldwide wrestling when you've been at this game long enough. And that's because Wall Street uses news like this to drop price into their buy zone before the stock goes on a big run. Now let's take a look at what I'm talking about. When you look at this chart here, you see that price had broken this long-term downward trend line and was starting a bull run. As is typical in these situations, the price needs to come back and retest that trend line before it can take off. So Wall Street uses news events like this to drive price back into this trend line. This is when retail investors are being shaken out of this trade. Not only are they selling their shares, they're probably aggressively shorting this company, not realizing what's going on in the chart. Once Wall Street has shaken out retail investors and gotten them to go short, they will eventually take this stock on a big bull run from here. Let's take a look at another example where this happened recently. Novo Nordisk had broken a trend line, looked like it was going on a bull run, only for some terrible news to come out that dropped their price exactly to the trend line and support level that we've been tracking. And that's where we initiated a buy on that stock. We're expecting both of these names to have really big bull runs over the next 6 to 18 months. That's why it's so important not to just buy and sell stocks on what you hear on the news. Once you understand the technical analysis, you can find good entry points based on the chart that are going to make you a profitable investor. Let's watch these trades play out over the next couple months and see how they do.